Well, that just happened. Yeah, so I went to go trade some carrots with my villager and came out from underneath the slab where I have it set so like zombies can't get in, and a trap opened up and got me. I wasn't prepared for this to happen. I wasn't recording, so I don't even know where I'm gonna respawn at. I am now a Reaper though. Huh. So here's the deal. Let's come back over here real quick. I don't know how I'm gonna get my stuff. I don't know, like all of my stuff is down there and it's gonna despawn within a few minutes. Is there a way? Oh, who's down there? Javin's down there. Got my stuff.
I got your stuff, Hypno.
Dude, bravo.
You know how long I waited for 31 minutes in that spot?
I didn't know you were waiting.
So, I don't know if you have... I have your stuff.
Yeah. I was going to grab it from you.
So, the other night when you were with the furnaces or whatever, I was probably hiding down here for a while. I dug it out when you were offline and then you got back on. So, I rushed over here and hid here. And you like kept walking over the spot and then you eventually signed out. And I'm like, okay, I think that's everything right there. So anyways, I'm like,
I have an ender chest too, I think.
Oh, yep. There you go.
And water?
Oh, yep. There you go. Sorry.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm like, I'm just going to leave it there and maybe I'll catch him, you know? So I'm like, and then I saw you over here and I'm like, bet. So the trap was already set. It had been here for 24 hours and nobody had noticed. I'm like, I'm just going to go back over there and hope he walks that way.
What was the trigger for the trap? Was it you manually doing it?
Oh, I just broke the block. I've been sitting there waiting for a while.
Oh, you were literally there. Okay.
Yes, I've been. So the recording time was like 32 minutes. I had been waiting there for 32 minutes.
Well, GG, dude. Like, you got patience.
And you walked over the block multiple times. And there was one time where I thought you were going to stop. I was like trying to wait for you to stop because I knew if you were bouncing, there was no chance. So I got real lucky. And I messaged Wells. I go, lure him towards me. And he was stand up. He said, nope, I've made a promise. So Wells did not sell you out.
Yeah. He was pretty cool about it. So
yeah.
So you were just like under here and you, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like crouched underneath this thing and I didn't hear any pistons or whatever. I didn't. I'd never even considered. I was sitting there
waiting. Yeah, just sitting there waiting. I had been toggled. I had toggle shift on, and I was just chilling. So
well, GG. Definitely a good one. Yeah, I wish I was recording at the time though. Oh well.
I have the recording if you wanted to, but it has some of the other hermit's voices in it because I was in the chat with him. So
I see.
But,
okay.
All right. See you later, man.
Yep, see ya. Yep, so that happened. Jevin got me. What can you do? He was sitting there shifting, so I couldn't see that he was there. Underneath blocks that didn't look like they were disturbed, just waiting for me. Yep. It was actually a really clever move. I'd never expected that to happen. I would have thought that there'd be like something like redstone or something involved, but like a player just sitting there waiting to break a block had never even crossed my mind. So GG to Jevin. So it's nighttime on the server. I'm dealing with phantoms, but I don't want to sleep. I've actually, on a live stream very recently, went to the end and I got myself an elytra, which means that I have rockets now. You can see them on my hotbar here. And in order to continue having rockets, I need gunpowder. So yes, I'm doing the manual creeper farming right now so we can continue to have gunpowder and continue to use rockets. Yay, we got a whole bunch of them back here now. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Oh, the cat's gonna scare him away, I think. Right? Yep. Creeper's like, no, it's a cat. Oh, did I just shoot the cat? Hope not. No, I think it jumped over the that horse head. The horse head here, Corrales murdered a horse that was walking around this area and placed its head here. So that's not me. That was Corrales. So yeah, guys, trading with the villagers has started to become a little bit of a problem, right? Like we're able to do it and I've been doing it. But I want to make a new build And the new build is going to be in the same style as my house here, which means we're going to need an awful lot of quartz. In fact, roughly the same amount of quartz is what I needed for this house. Yeah, so quite a lot. So that is a lot of pumpkins and melons and paper and carrots and tree chopping and all this stuff for emeralds. We need a better method. Like, trading with villagers is fun and everything, but like all of that grind to get the emeralds, not so much fun. So what I want to do is I want to look at setting myself up a raid farm. I have never built one before. They're not super complicated, but what they can do is provide an absolutely insane amount of gunpowder and emeralds and sticks and potion ingredients, I think, from witches and like all sorts of crazy things. Totems of undying. Not that I really care too much about those, but yeah, it'd be nice to have a supply of them. Anyway, so that's what I would like to do, is set up myself a raid farm so I can start collecting emeralds, so I can use those emeralds to trade the villagers to get building materials. That's what I would like to do. Wow, a witch. Let's get the witch. Got him. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go scout out a location for setting up a raid farm. Again, I've never built one before, so I don't really know what I'm looking for, but hopefully I'll be able to find something soon, and I'll bring you guys back in when I got something going here. Yeah, ice spike biomes are pretty cool looking. Some of them are getting a little crazy here. That ice spike is kind of going up to this tall portion. That one over there is going up pretty tall. And then this thing that we're on here has an ice spike on top of it, but like what really caught my attention, we fly out just over here a little bit. Yeah, this has got like a giant one going all the way up. Like, what the heck? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. All right, so in preparation for this new build, I have been oxidizing some copper. This is just the very end of it. Since we're going to be using the same design, the quartz and the cut copper stairs or whatever, yeah, I've been preparing by oxidizing a bunch of extra copper blocks. Got them. That's the final bits right there. I've done like a few stacks at this point. But yeah, anyway, so I told you guys that I was going to scout a location and bring you in when I got something going. As far as this raid farm is concerned, you can tell by how many levels I have right now that I've actually been doing some stuff. Yeah, you get a lot of XP using these raid farms. And again, I have never made one before, so I figured I'd build it and test it and make sure things work. Instead of like going through me like figuring it out with you guys, you know what I mean? This isn't a new concept. People have been making them for quite some time now, but it's new to me. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen how this all works. Anyway, this is our current nether. Coming up over here, this is how we get to the nether roof. For right now, this is going to be changing. I'm pretty sure all the portals on the server are going to be moved to the nether roof. And then we'll just have a way down into the nether proper should we want to go search for ancient debris or whatever in the future. Anyway, so this is the nether ceiling. So we come up this hole. There's a portal right here, which takes us back to the portal that we went to the nether from in the overworld. But it doesn't link back this way. It links back to the one down below. Anyway, so we follow this torch trail here. This is a trail that Doc made, I believe. And then this path goes over to the end. But if we keep following this, the first path to the right is the path that we're going to be taking. Just up here, like 500 blocks, I think. Got about 100 more blocks to go. This is the portal that I just set up to my raid farm area. I just want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys how it's working right now. So yes, I have the raid farm set up here. This took quite a bit to get going. We got a villager in each one of these. This is what they're calling a stacking raid farm. So anyway, we get like multiple raids going at the same time. Quite a lot of items come through. You get a lot of experience. And then right over here, we have a pillager outpost. Basically, what you want to do is build these farms so they're like 70 blocks away from any land. It might be a little close on these, but it seems to be working just fine as from what I can tell. But yeah, if we come over here and we take a look at the drops. Nope, not this side, the other side. Yeah, we come over here. I think I cleaned out all of the emeralds, so there's not a whole lot of stuff here. Man, I'm getting a little bit of lag right now. So yeah, we're collecting redstone, we're collecting gunpowder, some glass bottles. We got some spider eyes going on, some glowstone dust, lots of sticks, sugar. And then I started collecting the different heads from the mobs. I'm not sure if that's actually even something that we care about, but I figured I might as well. And then I got a couple other chests over here. This one's collecting ominous banners. This one, I don't remember. What did I have this set up for? I had this set up for collecting witch heads. These are very rare. We've only collected 6 so far. I'm trying to get a full stack, and then I can like mess with the filter and like actually have them start filtering down here. Anyway, so yeah, the whole idea with these is you come over to the pillager outpost, you find the banner guy, you kill him, you get the voluntary exile or whatever that thing is called, the status fact bad omen. Then you come over to the farm. Yep, so you have bad omen, you come over to the farm, you come in here. And then you attack this thing, which is what activates the entire farm and does everything that you want. This armor stand right here is hitting that string, which is activating this thing. And that's what's like sending the signals. That's what all the pistons are that you're hearing right now. And that happens from the sweeping edge on the sword that we have. Anyway, so this farm is really loud. It makes a lot of experience, a lot of items. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but yeah, this is what I have set up now. And with this farm, we now have a great source of gunpowder. So like my rocket needs are taken care of. The important thing though, is that we're getting all those emeralds so I can trade with the villagers for the materials that we need. All right, so let's show you how the farm works for those of you who might not have seen this before. So you kill the banner guy. I have the game volume turned down because this is going to be really loud otherwise. So yeah, we have the bad omen. We come over to the farm. The raid starts. We come in here. And then I have an auto hotkey script where I can just click that and it swings my sword once every 1.5 seconds. Let me scooch over here so we can see like something happening. So yeah, the raid is going off. We hear the horns right now. You can see the raid bar kind of appear. Now what's interesting with this farm is you'll notice every now and then that we'll get that bad omen effect and then it'll just go away immediately. So we get the bad omen that starts a new raid and that raid gets like moved away from us so we can start a new raid. And then it just keeps progressively getting crazier and crazier. It ramps up really fast. So you can see right now we're collecting some experience. You can hear some mobs dying maybe. You can see that the raid bar is going. Yeah, if we look over here to the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the screen, we'll be able to see some items coming through every now and then. But again, this will speed up over time with the more raids that we get going. So yeah, we should start seeing some items flowing through here, and then this really gets going crazy after like a minute or two. All right, and when we're done with the raid farm, all we gotta do is just fly away a little bit. I'm probably going further than where I need to go, but yeah, you just go out of range, the raids end, and then yeah, the monsters start despawning or whatever. So yeah, I usually just fly over here to this tree. There's like my little bee buddy over here that flies around and greets me whenever I come over here. But yeah, that's all we gotta do, just kind of fly over here. It should end the raid. When we come back, there shouldn't be anything else going on over there. There might be a few residual items that didn't get knocked down. This farm doesn't do anything unless we're actively swinging our sword. So if like there's mobs that die, yeah, you'll see up here, there's like some saddles and stuff that we could come in here and collect. There's an evoker. But yeah, these items, these would just despawn over time. There's not a crazy amount. And then there might be a little bit more down here. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, there's still some there. That's a shifting floor, and the items that spawn there usually fall down and get washed away into these water streams. Anyway, we were just doing that for the raid farm for maybe 5 minutes in total. So yeah, you can see here we got like almost 5 stacks of emeralds in that one. almost a chest worth over here, and then another 2 stacks. Yeah, we collect items really fast with this farm. This is very overpowered farm, and I don't know why I've never built one of these before. But anyway, this is gonna seriously help us with our emerald problem. So yeah, we can also get totems of undying. I started collecting some. I don't really use them too often, but should I choose to, I do have these available, maybe for like a mini game later on, or I don't know. But yeah, that is our raid farm here. One more benefit is we also get Hero of the Village. Well, what does Hero of the Village do for us? Well, if you don't know, Hero of the Village makes villagers really like you. Yeah, when they realize that you have Hero of the Village, depending on the level, I believe they might do stuff faster. I'm not actually sure. I know I've had up to Hero of the Village 5 when I was testing this. I don't know if it goes any higher than that. Anyway, the big thing is the prices are lower on items. Oh, you know what? I was seeing these at half price previously. Yeah, these are like 50% off before. Now they're slightly less than 50% off. Huh, interesting. Well, yeah, that's the big thing. So like, you get Hero of the Village, and then you can buy things for cheaper. It doesn't really matter much for like the things that I'm going for here, these emeralds. But like, if you wanted to trade clay, it's fewer clay, and this guy just gave me some clay. Look at that. Yeah, so Hero of the Village is more like the villagers spam your inventory full of useless items. I was over at the spawn area over there, the other trading hall where we got all of our enchants before, and like the villagers are just throwing like bread at me and pumpkin pies and other such random things. In fact, I think this chest over here at the very top, I was putting some of those items in. Let's see if I can remember what we got. Yeah, so Arrow of Leaping, I think that was from my Fletchers over here. Got a cookie, 5 pumpkin pies, arrow regeneration. Yeah, just a bunch of random things like that. Clay we're getting. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, the lower prices is really nice because if you are setting up a trading hall and you have like expensive book trades, you can get them 50% off just for getting the Hero of the Village. And I was gonna say enchantment, but I guess that is like a potion effect. I'm not really sure what you call that. Right, so you can see here I have some outline of what's gonna be our iron farm. So yeah, it's gonna be a fairly large building. I'm gonna be using the same concept that I did last season. We used an elevated iron farm that spawned quad golems. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that same thing this season, except instead of having a tower in the sky, the golems are actually gonna be spawning at ground level, or actually I guess 1 block below ground level. And then, yeah, they'll be falling down underground. So it'll be inside of a building, like I said, that'll be matching our house, the same sort of design there. But we have blocks to remove. Yeah, a lot of grass to go. And then I need to dig out a whole bunch of stone for the drop chute and the redstone down below. I do want to implement the ability for this farm to auto craft the iron into iron blocks. So we'll be using the auto crafters for that. And then probably we'll also be auto crafting the poppies into bone meal through a composter, and then the bone meal into bone blocks. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna end up doing here. Anyway, there is a lot of digging that I need to do. So first things first, I'm probably just gonna level this all out, just flatten it down to here, and then see like if this is gonna be realistic for me to do in this episode. We might have to go divert our attention and get ourselves a beacon. I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, well, most of the area was flat that we needed the house to be built on, or I guess the building's not really a house, but unfortunately we did have like a mountain that was like halfway through it. So either we could raise the whole thing up to be at that level, or we level out the high spots, and that's what I chose to do here. I did try pushing the terrain away from the side of the building as much as possible, and then instead of just having like a sharp up and down, like a direct cookie cutout or whatever, I tried to like use my shovel here to kind of like smooth the terrain a little bit, like not have a straight up and down. But honestly, we're gonna need some serious terraforming action going on here to like really make this look good. Yeah, I'm not perfect with it. I can't really spend a whole lot of time trying to make this look great. I'll have to do that probably off camera or something like that, but I'll definitely get to it. I don't want this area to look terrible, and I don't want the whole area to be completely flat, so we'll probably have a terrain change coming up over here. Maybe we'll do like a retaining wall and just lower this down by like a block or two. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, we got the footprint of the building here, and like all of the terrain that's going to be included in it leveled down to be floor level or whatever. But like I said, we do have to dig down a pit for where the iron golems are going to be dropping down. And then we have to put in all the stuff for the villagers and all that. So basically, pretty much everything in here is going to be drilled down 30 blocks or something, whatever it is. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to go back and look at my design, but yep, that's where we are for right now. It is going to take a while, especially when we get into the stone. The dirt isn't so bad. The stone is really going to like slow us down. So yeah, I guess it'll really depend on how long this is taking. Maybe beacon hunting is in our future. Maybe we'll do it today. I don't know. Let's continue on though. All right, so I have decided that with all the digging that we need to do, it's gonna make a lot of sense for us to just try and get ourselves a beacon. So I'm here in the nether, yeah, fighting some wither skeletons. I haven't gotten a wither skull yet. I assume we're gonna get one very soon though. This one's gonna drop it right here. Oh, it was so close. Almost had it. Okay, that guy's done. This guy's withering me. Ah, okay. Well, this might take a little bit of time as well, but all the digging that we're trying to do, yeah, it's pretty annoying when you can only attack. Oh, I better watch out for the piggy. When you can only mine so slowly without the beacon. We need to instant mine regular stone. That's the deal. That's what we need. So yeah, looks like there might be some more wither skeletons over here. Oh, yep, certainly are. A lot of blaze to deal with. Might be worth pulling out my shield for these guys. I don't know. But yeah, let's see if we can fight these wither skeletons. You gonna drop me a skull? Oh, he did drop a skull. Sweet. Okay, so we got our very first spooky, scary skeleton. All right, everybody. So I was able to collect these 3 wither skeleton skulls very quickly. Like I was only in the nether maybe 10 minutes and then I got all of these skulls. It was super fast. I'm not sure why it was so fast, but that's what it was. I guess RNG was on our side. So I just got done brewing some potions so we can fight this boss and make it a little easier on ourselves. So I have some strength 2 potions and then I made some regeneration potions. Not sure if I'm going to need anything else. Oh, you know what? Probably night vision potion. Yeah, that's probably what we need. Okay, so I do have some golden carrots somewhere. Was it in here? Yes. Been trading with the villagers, getting a little golden carrot action. So I'll go ahead and brew up some night vision so we can see easier. And then I'll add a redstone dust to this, and then we will go down into the mine down here. All right, so it's been a little bit of time since I have fought a wither boss. We're just down here. What Y level are we at? Minus 53. We're not quite at bedrock. I was gonna go at bedrock, but there seemed to be a lot of lava down there, so we went up just a little bit. So we're all in the deep slate at this level. But yeah, I think we should be good to go. So we just do that, we do this, and then we spawn it in with the last one. But before we do that, I think it's probably going to be smart for me to go ahead and just take these potions. So we have 3 minutes of night vision. In fact, we have 2 of those in case this takes longer than 3 minutes. I don't think it will, but yeah, just in case. So we have that, and then regeneration and strength I will take after we spawn in the boss. So let's just go ahead and do this. And then I have our sword. And we have our bow. I think we should be good to go. And then, yeah, I took off my wings. We're using full diamond armor. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. You know what? Does there need to be airspace next to the bottom block? I can't remember how this works. Might need to be like that in order to work. There it is. All right. Here we go. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take these potions and hopefully we'll have a nice clean fight here. Yeah, so this fight is very simple if you do it in a cave like this. The boss wants to fly up, can't really go anywhere, it's hard for it to break blocks. Oh, okay, I thought it withered me for a second there. It didn't. We're lagging a little bit, but we should be fine. And there it is. Okay, easy. So it didn't even wither me at all. And then our nether star. Yeah, there we go. There's our nether star. So we should be able to make ourselves our beacon now. All right, guys. So some progress has been made now on our iron farm. I'm in the process of gathering villagers and bringing them over here. I thought I'd show you how I'm doing that. So yeah, we set up like a little 1.5 high area here so I can drive a boat in with a villager. We land down here. I get the villager out of the boat. And then it tries to walk over towards this composter. If it doesn't, then I come over, break it, and replace it. And then it tries to come over to there. So I already have 2 villagers in this particular cell. We need 3 of them in there. So let's go grab one together. I'll show you my method for doing this. I took all the beds away. I brought the first villager over there, and it looked like he was still looking over in this area, like he was trying to find his bed or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, just put the boat on the fence, push the villager in, then we drive the boat over to that little dirt area. And like I said, I might have to break that composter and then replace it. The last villager that I put over there didn't seem interested in the composter until I did that, and it might have been the one before it saw that composter, claimed it, quote unquote, but never actually got the job. Yeah, anyway, he doesn't have the big yellow hat on, so let's go ahead and get this guy into here. Get out of the boat, we'll pop him out. And it goes right for it. And he's hopping on the on the trapdoor. How did he walk all the way across? I don't know. We break that. And there we go. He fell right through. Okay. Okay. So now we got 3 in there. That's perfect. I can put the glass ceiling on there. And this one is done. We can get rid of all this dirt and all this kind of stuff. And then I got to move it over to the next one. I repeat this process. I fall down. And repeat this process a whole bunch of times. Yeah. So we're going to need a total of 12 villagers for all 4 of these cells. Which means I need to breed some villagers. So since we still have some over here, I am going to grab some bread. Let me grab some emeralds. We'll grab bread from, I think, this guy. Stack and a half of bread per trade, which is not bad. And we can toss it at those villagers. But before they will breed, I do have to place their beds back. Yeah, like I said, I removed the beds because I brought that first villager over there and he didn't seem interested in the POI. He was just like looking over in this way like he wanted his bed. I don't know. So that's what I ended up doing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and place these beds back, get these villagers breeding once again, continue working on the farm, then I'll bring it back in for another update. All right, guys, so the fun is just about to begin. It is turning nighttime, and I need to collect 2 zombies and drop them down into here. Yeah, 1 on each side. So what I'm hoping to do is get them to go into this area here. I'm going to block them in so they're trapped. Gonna use a name tag on them to silence them and so they're named so they won't despawn. Got a block above so they shouldn't be able to catch on fire once we get them inside. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna do. So hopefully we will have a nice easy time here. Just need to find 2 zombies. Looks like somebody has put some torches around here. I have not. Here's one right there. So let's see if we can just aggro this one right away. Here he comes. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is jump up here. Hopefully it doesn't pick up that block, although it doesn't really matter if it does. Let's see if we can get him over here and into the little area that I want him in. Oh, he picked it up. Okay, well, that's fine. So we get him in here. Okay, he's trapped. And I'm trying to place another block right there. Oh, I can't get it. What if I jump up here? Will he move forward more? No, he's just gonna stay right there. Okay, well anyway, let's get him silenced. So he's named. Can't go anywhere. And then I'll place another block right there since he's kind of in between these 2. If I do that, I wonder if I can just push him down. Let's see if I can just push him down. Get down there. Go on. Get down there, zombie. There you go. Okay. So the zombie's in. That's 1 of the 2 done. That wasn't so bad. Had to take a little bit of damage. Let's see. There's a creeper over there. Now we want... I'm looking around. There's a zombie way over there, but they had to cross the water, so that's not gonna work. Maybe we got another one. I see a couple way over here. Maybe I can aggro one. There we go. There's one coming in. Over here. Oh, you picked up that block as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you're trapped. If somebody sleeps, you won't burn. Let's get you named. Although you have the block, so you won't despawn. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and throw a name tag on you regardless. Okay, you are silenced. So no more zombie sounds. We'll open up the trap door. All right, so we just need to push them down like we did the other one. Yeah, let's push them down. Get down there. There you go. There you go. Oh boy, since that last clip and now, I've slept, but I also did a lot of work on our iron farm since that last clip. And in fact, we have our new building completed. That's right. So it's in the same style, although the roof, I did kind of give it a flat top, so it didn't go up super tall. I don't want the roof higher than my other roof over here, and if we just kept going up in this pyramid style, it definitely would have come to a point pretty high, probably higher than this one. I'm not actually sure, but anyway, I decided to just do some bottom slabs for the top of it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. Let's actually fly around to the back so we can kind of see the whole thing. So we got another little outcropping over here. This is where the sorting system is up top, so where we collect all the iron blocks and things like that. The terrain around this building is still rough. Like, I was on literally all day during that recording from like 9 a.m. to like midnight, gathering the materials, digging this out, getting the beacon, using the raid farm, like doing all sorts of stuff, guys. Like, I spent an enormous amount of time. But yes, this is the big reveal here for our iron farm. So the golem spawn in the water area here. No matter where they spawn in this area, they're going to be in the water, which pushes them to the center. You can see we just got 4 golems that spawned right away, so that's great. So yeah, we're using little azalea leaves and the flowering azalea. These have like magenta color flowers on there. So it's suggested by members of my Discord that we should use like a magenta color carpet here. This is covering up some jack-o'-lanterns for lighting down below. But yeah, we needed something to cover that up with, and yeah, the little pop of color definitely adds to the room, and it goes well with the flowering azalea leaves. And we also got a little bit of these glowberries or key vines or whatever they're called up on the ceiling. Randomly got some grown around, and I did use shears in each one of these. Right click on them so they will not just grow indefinitely. They're all going to be that size for forever. Over here is our collection system. Every time these golems spawn, you can get 3 to 5 ingots per. So with 4 of them, we should see 1 to 2 blocks every single cycle. So every minute, 1 to 2 blocks should appear up here. Yeah, the iron gets automatically converted into blocks, and then the poppies get composted and automatically converted into bone blocks. I guess they're taking a while to die. I was gonna wait for that to show up. So you can see right here, we got some bone blocks. We got a decent amount of iron blocks over here. I think that just clocked up too. And then this chest right here, this is like overflow. If something enters a system that's not sorted, it'll end up here. Or if for some reason we overflow an iron, which is a strong possibility, then that will also end up over on this side as well. So let's take you guys downstairs. You know what? I guess what I could do, we could just go into free cam. It'd probably be the easier way of doing this. So I'll just kind of go below the ground here. So we have our 4 villager cells. They're all identical. Well, I guess it's mirrored. So we got 2 on either side, both facing the zombie. When these pistons retract, the zombie can't see the villagers. They get them scared and they run around, and that's what spawns the golem. Yeah, so both of those are controlled at the same time, so both zombies scare all 4 villager groups at the same time, so that's why we get 4 golems potentially spawning. The golems fall down the tube here, they die in the lava, and their drops get collected by these hoppers, which sends the items over to a couple of item filters here. So yes, right here we'd be filtering out iron, and right here we'd be filtering out poppies. So the iron goes right into a crafter here, turns into a block, and then that gets spat out into the water stream below. The poppies, however, follow this hopper chain down into this composter, and then when it turns into bone meal, that gets extracted through this hopper here and into this crafter, and once we get all 9 items, it turns into a bone block, and that gets spat out. Yeah, pretty simple. And then we have our hopper clock over here. It's got a stack of blocks going back and forth. And yeah, it'll send a pulse once it resets, and then that gets the extended pulse here. So it's a single pulse that gets turned into an extended pulse, and that's what keeps the pistons retracted for a certain amount of time, ensuring that the villagers get scared long enough to make their golems. So you can see right there, the pistons are retracted, the golems are spawned, and then it gets pushed back. Yep. So that's the way this iron farm works, and then we just have yet another item sorter back here, which is filtering out the iron blocks, the bone blocks, and then anything that's left over gets put into this chest line right here like we saw. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of HermitCraft. We got so much stuff done in this episode. It took me so long, but a lot of the things that we needed to do is like infrastructure, which will help us out throughout the entire season. It just so happened that a lot of things converged all together in this one episode, having to collect the beacon, having to make a raid farm, having to trade for all his resources. Probably a copper farm is in our future at some point. We'll see about that. I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of those copper farms with all the drowns and stuff because they seem to cause a lot of lag, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be fine to set one up and then AFK like when there's fewer people on. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys liked it. Be sure to leave a like on the episode if you did. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.